Dr.M.G.R. Educational and Research Institute, University, Madurai, Chennai. Dr.M.G.R. Educational and Research Institute, University, Madurai, Chennai.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sasikala, Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry, Dr.M.G.R. Educational and Research Institute, Madurai, Chennai. Feel privileged to host this today's program. I, on behalf of management, wholeheartedly welcome you all teaching fraternities to this 3 days online faculty development program on challenges through global competence from 21st March to 23rd March 2022, organized by the Department of Chemistry, Dr.M.G.R. Educational and Research Institute, Phase II campus. According to Albert Einstein, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. We are all joined here to update our knowledge in few areas during these 3 days online FDP program. Let me share the brief intro on 3 days online faculty development program. As a first day of FDP, today we are going to have a session on nano research in 21st century and overview by Dr. R. Komalavalli, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Queen Mary's College, Chennai. In the second day, we'll have a session on Project to Patent by Mrs. Preeti Narayanan, Patent Consultant, Chennai. In the third day of FDP, we'll have a session on Approach Towards Multimedia by Mr. Saravanan Erumalai, Deputy Dean, University Official Website, come Assistant Professor in the Department of CSE, Dr. M.G.R. Educational Research Institute. Let us begin the first day of Faculty Development Program on Challenges Through Global Competence. Joining with me in the studio are Chief Guest Dr. R. Komalavalli, Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry, Queen Mary's College, Dr. A.R. Arunachalam, Dean Academic Phase II, Head Department of Computer Science, Dr. M.G.R. Educational Research Institute, Dr. S. Valliyamai, Head Department of Chemistry, Dr. R. Nithya, Assistant Professor, Dr. L. Ramapriya, Assistant Professor, Dr. K. Deepa, Assistant Professor from the Department of Chemistry, and System Admin, Mr. Ganesh Babu from CSE Department. I hope this first day of FDP is going to be utmost fruitfulness and outcome aim of this FDP. Now I invite our Head Department of Chemistry, Dr. S. Valliyamai, to welcome the gathering. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all present here. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our beloved founder chancellor, Thiru A.C. Shanmugam, and our honorable president, engineer A.C.S. Arun Kumar, for their constant support rendered to conduct these online events in a successful manner. I also take this opportunity to welcome the higher officials of our university. I'm very much happy to welcome our joint registrar, Mr. Prabhu, our Dean, Academics, Dr. A.R. Arunachalam, a man of innovative ideas and also works for the benefits of the staff and students. On behalf of Chemistry Department, I welcome you, sir. I also welcome our Dean Administration, Dr. K. Sindhil Kumar, who always stands beside us and supports us in all our needs. I welcome you, sir. I feel immensely happy in welcoming our today's resource person, Dr. R. Komalavalli, who is working as the Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry in Queen Mary's College, Chennai. As we all know that the world is moving towards nano, I think the topic given nano research in 21st century and overview is an apt topic and an apt person to fulfill our thirst on today's trend. I would like to give a warm welcome to you, ma'am. I also utilize this chance to welcome our today's participants who are eagerly waiting to listen to today's talk. I also welcome my department staff who always supports me in all the endeavors. I also welcome our system admin, Mr. Ganesh Babu, for helping us for his online support. Once again, I welcome you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm welcome. Now, I welcome Dean Academic Phase II Campus, come Head Department of Computer Science, Dr. A.R. Arunachalam, to give the felicitation address. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am. So very good afternoon to one and all connected here. So on behalf of Dr.M.G.R Educational Research Institute, Adayalampattu Phase II Campus, I would like to welcome you all to this 3-day FTP program, which has been conducted by the Department of Chemistry. So at this outset, we would like to thank our Honorable President, Engineer A.C. Zarun Kumar sir, for his constant support, encouragement, and motivation, which is always shown towards us, and we are very much grateful to him for his kind approval to conduct this 3 days FTP program, which is going to be beneficial for all the faculty members who are watching this program live. So next, I would like to congratulate the Department of Chemistry for taking this wonderful initiative and effort towards organizing this 3-day program, and especially the faculty development program, which is going to be absolutely useful to all the faculty members. So I would like to congratulate the head of the department, Dr. S. Vallimi ma'am, along with the other faculty members, Dr. L. Rama Priya ma'am and Dr. Sasikala ma'am, and other faculty members who have all involved themselves towards organizing this 3-day program. So I really congratulate the department for taking this wonderful effort, and I also appreciate the system administrator, Mr. Ganesh Babu, who is providing all sorts of technical support towards conducting this program successfully. So it's a 3-day program. So really, I welcome all the participants, especially for showing your interest towards attending these kind of very valuable programs. So today, to start with, we have the day one program. So today we have a great speaker with us today, Dr. R. Komalavalli ma'am, who is the assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry at Queen Mary's College, Chennai. So thank you so much, ma'am, for accepting our invitation. So the topic she is going to talk about is about the nano research in 21st century and overview. So this is about the day one, and day two, again we have another important topic today, which is coming up, which is project to patent. So which is a very important term now, patenting, which is very much important in the teaching fraternity. I think we have Mrs. Preeti Narayanan, who's a patent consultant, who's going to come today, so tomorrow. And then day three, again a very important topic, which is approach towards the multimedia. So the speaker is an in-house speaker who is a part of our M.G.R family, who is Mr. Saravanan Elmlai, who is a deputy dean at University Official Website, and also an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science. So 3 days, three very important topics. I think so today, I think after COVID, I think we have been talking about the global competence. I think as a faculty, we need very important things like the knowledge, skill, I think attitude, values. It's all about all these four put together. I think it makes a global competence. And apart from this, we are facing a lot of challenges as well. I think 3 days, three very good speakers we have with us today, as well as day two and day three as well. So I really we will be going to have an enlightening session for the next 3 days. So I really appreciate all the participants once again for taking your time, registering and attending these kind of valuable faculty development programs. So please stay connected till the end of the program, and as well as for the rest of the 2 days as well. So really, I wish this event a grand success and wish the department all the best. And I also thank the department for inviting me to talk a few words. So have a great session. I mean, have a great day one session. So as well as we will be having the rest of the 2 days as well. So I wish the department all the best. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your warm wishes and support. Now, I call upon Dr. K. Deepa, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, to introduce our today's chief guest. Welcome, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. K. Deepa, Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry. We feel privileged to introduce our today's chief guest, Dr. K. Komalavalli ma'am. She is currently working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry, Queen Mary's College, Chennai. She holds a doctorate degree from the University of Madras and has about 20 years of experience in Engineering and Arts and Science College. Her area of interest in research is photocatalytic applications of nanocrystalline. She has presented many papers in national and international journals and also published in six papers and 4 books in reputed journals and publications. She is a reviewer in the International Science Congress Associations for reviewing the journal. She has a guided MSc, MPhil, BTech, and then MTech projects. She has conducted Project Expo for engineering students to impact basic principles in chemistry. She has successfully committed a lead auditor course in ISO 9001, then 2018 certificate, and also trained internal auditors in documentations of ISO 9001 2008 quality manual. She has won Rashtrapati Award for Shouts and Gates from the President. We are very much happy to have such an eminent person among us today. We are welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your introduction of our today's chief guest. Instructions to all our teaching fraternities. Kindly stay connected with us for these 3 days online faculty development program. At the end of each day session, we'll share the feedback link in the chat box. Please kindly fill that feedback to get an e-certificate. Without any further delay, now I cordially invite Dr. R. Komalavalli, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Queen Mary's College, Chennai, to give insights on nano research in 21st century and overview. Welcome, ma'am.
Good afternoon, all. Thank you all. Good afternoon, all. Thank you for your introductory speech, Deepa ma'am. I would like to thank the principal of Queen Mary's College, the management, HOD faculty members of the Department of Chemistry, Dr. M.G.R. deemed to be university, for giving me this opportunity. So I would like to start my presentation. Is it visible?
Ma'am, not yet it's visible.
Is it visible?
Could you please? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not yet, ma'am.
Okay, one second. Now?
Yes, ma'am. You please share it on a slideshow mode.
Yes, ma'am. Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. You can go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please continue, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you. Good afternoon, one and all present here. So today we are going to start our topic on nano research in the 21st century and overview. So when you put the word nano in front of everything, you know I am something of scientist myself. So today wherever we go, we are speaking about the nano. So everyone talks about nano and we wonder how the small size occupies big space in research. We are tending towards a situation without nano, there is no for the research. So when we are talking about these nano materials, we often think about final products like car, computer, or camera. If we look at a little bit close up, we might discuss the things like internal combustion engine, a CPU, a sensor, etc. But we seldom look at what made this possible. In most cases, there is little information about this deeper level of technology. A close look reveals that much of what we do today is based on the incremental improvements over manufacturing technology that are centuries old. So, what we are doing today is not a new one, it has been the old century, but we are going for a new technology. It will allow older ways of making things to yield a new, substantial, better ways. This is not strange and has always been the case. For a long time, ironworking focused on things making horseshoes. Until this technology was used to make tools that leads to the new technology that could make new things that we could use. So if we are keep on using the hush, we have been keep on going in only in the car, but nowadays we are going in a car. So that is made the technology made it possible. So instead of just making horseshoes, the technology made it possible to make machines that could make cars. So nanotechnology is a term which we have started using in the 19th century. So whether it's a nanotechnology is a new one, it's not so. So the nanotechnology we have used in the ancient period also. So the world's oldest nanostructures found in 6th century BC pottery from Tamil Nadu. So we are seen here. So we have used the nanomaterials. Similarly, Tipu Sultan's sword made up of Damascus steel alloyed with carbon nanotubes. So it has everlasting sharpness. It was used in 16th century. So nano is not a new one. It has been coined. The nanotechnology, the word that can be coined only in 1974, that is by Professor Norio Taniguchi, a Japan scientist. So we are getting the nanotechnology, the term. But nano, it's a colloidal particle that has the size. We know that the nano size is in the range of 10 per minus meter. So the nano size has been used in the ancient period itself. Why we are keep on going towards nano? Why the nano is very important? Why we are going from a micro scale to nano scale? That increases the efficiency of energy consumption. It imparts clean environment, solves major health problems which we are having nowadays, reduces demand for fuels, replaces fossil fuels with solar derived energy, increases performance from less material, replaces scarce raw materials, improves recycling and extraction. Nanotech revolution. So once we talk about the revolution is envisioned at the inception in the field at only in 1980s. This revolution leads to nanomaterials in large scale but at low cost, atomically precise manufacturing technology with wide range of application. The question is no longer whether there will be a revolution, but rather how transformative the revolution will be and how fast it will happen. So once we have used the cell phone 10 years back, the same type of memory we are not using it now. 10 years back, the 100 MB memory is very high, but here nowadays we are using 1 GB memory per day. So that is what we are, how fast it will happen. The pieces are coming together in the different fields, and our decisions today will determine the speed and direction of transformative breakthroughs. So we are in a fast moving world. So we have to go for a nano revolution, which makes the things very speed in the transformative breakthroughs. These decisions will influence the outcome of the breakthroughs and how they affect the global society. So once we are talking about the nanomaterials, definitely as a chemist, we had a problem whether it will affect the environment. So environmental challenges, what do we have, and whether we are able to give some nano solutions for these environmental challenges. At the beginning of 21st century, the key challenge is to create a fundamental different approach in order to drive the necessary accelerated transition to a new economic model that can stop the climate crisis and create global well-being for 9 to 10 billion people. We have to focus on how to meet the needs in a sustainable way rather than simply trying them to eliminate the problems in the current system. So what we are doing every day is we have to change the problems. We want to solve the today's problem, but we are not doing solving the problem in a sustainable way. We have to look for integrated solutions that address the climate change and poverty at the same time. The project will develop concrete proposals and strategies based on the key concept that can deliver a sustainable, low carbon world without poverty. What are the perspectives of nanotechnology? So we can see the nanotechnology from three perspectives. The first one is that covers nanoscale and atomically precise developments in different existing fields ranging from material science to biomolecular engineering. So the nanotechnology, we don't have any field without nano. So that is how we are having as a first perspectives for the nanotechnology. The second one is a field that also covers emerging fields where these and other existing fields meet each other and merge. Once we talk about the research, the field that has to merge with other field where we are able to go for the innovations. Finally, as a field that develops new atomically precise tools that can be used to make next generation for better tools in a cycle of technology improvement parallel to the rise of tool making from the earliest blacksmith's workshop to a modern automated factory. By this time, the cycle of technology improvement applies not to hammer the steel but to organize the fundamental building blocks of matter. So, we are going for a macro scale type of synthesis of nano material, then the third perspective will come into the matter. Nano research, when we are talking about the nano research, the first focus should be on the levels themselves. The second focus, whatever we are manufacturing or we are synthesizing, we are doing some preparation, whatever we are doing. The second focus is on their applications to problem solving technologies. So, what are the applications of those materials we have been manufactured or what those process we have done? The third one that has to put upward from the present technology through levels of fabrication technology that can provide progressively greater capabilities, maturing into the set of technologies that can enable high throughput, atomically precise manufacturing. That is, they have to go for a large scale. When we start doing a research work, we are doing in the micro scale and we are submitting our thesis, that's all over. But it should not be stopped with the second step. What we have to do, we have to go for the third step where we have to go for the applying it in a large scale manner, and we are going to get the high throughput also, that is high yield also. So once we are doing about any research or whatever we are doing, that has to be do unitedly together. So unitedly we win. That's what normally we say. So collaborative nano research, that makes a very vital role in the field of research. So nanoscience, it's not only the chemistry, it also includes physics, biology. So once the chemistry people are synthesizing a nano material or they are going to doing some nano kinetic studies, all those things using nano materials, then it's characterized by the physics people. Then they are going to test it in the biological media, bacterial studies or any infection studies, whatever they are going to do. Antibacterial studies they can do in the biology. So it should be a collaborative research. The collaborative research, deep multilateral collaboration can provide a basis for building multilateral confidence. So once we do it together, then it builds confidence with us and we are doing something innovative for the society. Open visible progress can reduce tensions created by outmoded fears of future resource scarcity. So definitely when we are doing the research, we are going to do something, we'll feel that whether it will be coming out properly or not, whether it will be very clear. So once we are doing it in a collaborative manner, so we will be able to do it in a very confident way. Multilateral collaboration and confidence can provide basis for working together to stabilize economic and social developments. Combining global research contribution to the accelerated progress towards rapid, clean, and sustainable global development. Nano related research area. So nano, I told you in the first itself, so we don't have any field without nano. So I'm going to give some of the fields where we are using nano. Material science, where you are synthesizing ceramics, metallurgy, polymer science, composites, nanoparticles, rods, tubes, nanowires, nanofibers, nanobelts, nanosheets, etc. Similarly, chemical synthesis, we can go into manufacture the nanomaterial as an organic or inorganic synthesis. In supramolecular chemistry, we are using nanomaterials. In biomimetics, in semiconductor technology, nanolithography, deposition and etching methods, device physics, etc. In surface sciences, the surface characterization and modification, scanning probe atomic and molecular imaging and manipulation, we are using the nanomaterials. Molecular bioscience and biotechnology, biochemistry, molecular biology, molecular engineering, biomolecular engineering are also the fields where the nano applies more. In biomedicine, cell sciences, in vivo imaging, biochemical analysis, immunological techniques, particle cell interactions, etc. Nanosystem fabrication, production of multi-component system using multiple materials and techniques. In computation modeling, quantum chemistry, molecular dynamics, multi-scale modeling applied to all of the above areas. Atomically precise fabrication methods have been developed in chemistry. That's where the chemistry plays a vital role. Wherever we are going, we are doing so many research work in various fields. But the nanomaterial, that is the basis of chemistry, so that we are going to synthesize the nanomaterials. So where the fabrication have been developed in chemistry. Applications of nanotechnology, where we are using this nanotechnology. So once we are talking about the technology and science, the science that creates and the technology that applies, that is going to be commercialized or it has been utilized by the society. That's what we are talking about, the technology. So the energy system, we are using the nanotechnology where photovoltaics, batteries, fuel cells, fuel synthesis, carbon captures, energy conservations, etc. Transportations, once we are talking about the transportation, aerospace vehicle structures, improved strength and lower weight. So nowadays we are going for a lightweight, but the strength is very high. So that type of material can be used in the transportation purposes. Battery and fuel propulsion systems. Information, post-silicon device miniaturization, reducing power consumption, advanced display technology. We know we are very, nowadays we are in 2 years of corona pandemic. We started utilizing the cell phones to a greater extent, so we know how far the smartphones have occupied our life. So how they're reducing post-silicon device miniaturization, advanced display technology, all those things happen through nanotechnology. Medicines, rapid response to emerging diseases, new therapies for cancers and viral diseases, diagnostic instrumentation, implants and artificial organs. Processing systems, water purification, chemical purification, industrial catalyst, biomolecular and advanced material synthesis, manufacturing, diverse area of product improvement and innovation, reduction in cost, emissions, energy and raw material consumption. So in all the places, we have the applications of the nanotechnology where we are having the research scope also. So the nanotechnology we are also using in energy storage, defense and security, metallurgy and materials, electronics, optical engineering and communication, biomedical and drug delivery, agriculture and food, cosmetics and paints, biotechnology, textile, etc. So if I am keep on telling about all these applications, it will take more time. So I'm going to discuss a few of these applications in a small way. So once we talk about the agriculture and food, so the agriculture and food are the important need. Nowadays we are talking about the increase in the population. So definitely we everyday requirement of food is more. So we need the agriculture should be in a effective manner. So for that agriculture, we are using new type of pesticides, targeted genetic engineering, identity preservation, agri-chemical delivery, sensors to monitor the soil conditions, where the nanotechnology plays the vital role. Similarly, in the processing techniques, once they have manufactured a agricultural material that has to be processed in a proper way. So we have to keep the flavors. So because when we are talking about the green vegetables, all those things, it has to be the aroma has to be kept intact. So all these processing techniques, the nano-capsulation of the flavors and aromas, gelatin and viscosifying agents, nano emulsions, anti-caking agents, sanitation of equipments, all those things used in the processing technique. Nanomaterials are being used. Similarly, in the product, so once we are doing the agricultural manufacturing and processing is over, the product we are getting, this product has to be kept in a proper way and it should not be UV protection should be there and it should be not be affected by a UV radiation. It should be antimicrobial in nature. Conditions and abuse monitors and high barrier plastics, security anti-counterfeiting, and contaminant sensors. We do have nano materials where they find out the sensor, where we are having a nano sensor which will find out whether the contaminant of the food or not. Similarly, Nowadays we are trending, we are most concentrated on the diet, so we are on only nutritious food. So we are coming towards all types of old varieties, and we are trying all the things. So it is mainly nanomaterials which is able to give you nutraceuticals. Like pharmaceuticals, we are having a nutraceuticals where the nutritions have been encaptured, and we are able to get the nutritious and nutrition delivery, mineral and vitamin fortification, drinking water purification, and sensory characteristics of supplements. Whatever the supplements we are taking, whether we are able to have them, the characteristics of the supplements have been maintained. The potential applications of nanotechnology in food. So first one is packaging, where we are using the nanotechnology in the packaging, starting from the package. After everything is over, we have to do the first package and it has to be transported into other places. So the packaging, which increased strength, nano lightweight material, so its packaging will be very easy. So resistance to heat, moisture, and air. Hygiene and safety. So nowadays, due to pandemic also, and also we are concentrating on the hygiene and safety of our children mainly. So we do have antibacterial coatings for the cooking utensils using nanomaterials, and color changing contamination sensors. So when a material, a food is contaminated, can able to see whether can able to find out whether the food is contaminated or not by using the sensors, even by color change. Reformulation. So we can able to, that is what nutrition has to be stored in our system. So it has to be assimilated properly. So that reformulation more easily absorbed in nutrition, lower fat, sugar, salt content, improved taste and texture. That can be done by some nano materials also. Similarly, the traceability and authenticity. So nowadays we are using so barcodes in all the places. So that is nano barcodes for identification and tracking of the food products, whatever we are using. So then we are talking about the nano packaging. The nano packaging is not only one type of packaging we do have. We have different types of nano packaging. So first one we'll call it as improved packaging. So what we are doing in the improved packaging is it's a gas barrier, so which will not allow any aeration, all those things. So we have the required aeration. So like you have a lace packet where you are having air filled, so it maintains the crispiness of the material. Like that, you will have the gas barrier, temperature resistance, humidity resistance, etc. And similarly, active packaging. What is active packaging is, it is a inactivation of pathogens. If I am having active packaging, then the pathogens will be killed or will not. It will not allow the pathogens to affect the food materials. Expanding the shelf life of the food. Similarly, increasing the food safety. So we can able to increase the food safety by active packaging. Then third one we do have is intelligent packaging. So what is intelligent packaging is, we can able to recognize, we can whether the food is spoiled or not by seeing, that is by using nano sensors. Recognition of pathogens, we can able to see the whether we are having, so we are having so many WhatsApp messages seeing that the biscuit is containing this, the chocolate is containing all those things. So we can recognize the pathogens whether it is present or not. Monitoring of the food quality. So whether the food quality is maintained, whether the food quality is up to date, you can able to check it by the nano food packaging, that is intelligent packaging. So the interesting one we do have is electronic tongue and nose. So the nano materials that is used as a sensor, that we'll call it as electronic tongue. It's not an electronic tongue, it's a nano sensor. The electronic tongue that is used to find out whether the when we are having the taste. So like what we are having, taste masking, dissolution testing, whether the quality of the food, all these things, flavor evaluation can be done by using the nose, and we can able to detect the adulteration of the food. All these things can be done by using the electronic tongue and nose, which are nothing but sensor which are connected to our software. So it will be able to tell you whether the food is, what is the nature of the food, whether the food is quality food or not, whether we can use it, whether it's got spoiled or not. All those things we can able to find out. Nano cosmetics. So everyone is fond of cosmetics. So we want to be always very young. Am I right? So that is why the nano cosmetics plays a very important role. So we have polymer nanoparticles, nanopores, nano rods, all those things, meso nanoparticles, solid lipid nanoparticles, which can be used as a cosmetics. So if you are taking the statistics or the ranking of the top 10 beauty companies in terms of number of nano related patents, we'd have L'Oreal, which has more than 25 patents in nano cosmetics. So all the nano cosmetics cosmetic products that we are using nowadays are having the nano materials in it. And also we are seeing so many advertisements that is coming in the media that shows that we are having a nano based material. So nano formulated, nanotechnology control, all those words will be used in the nano cosmetics. Nano materials that are used in lipsticks, foundations, eyeshadow, nail care products, sunscreen, face powder, lights, skin lightening, etc. Examples of some of the nano materials used are carbon black, titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, colloidal gold, colloidal silver, colloidal platinum, etc. I would like to mention this nanomaterials. It is not only used in nowadays in cosmetics. It is also already used in cosmetics in our earlier days. In olden days, we used to have kaya kalpam, where they will use the tanga baspam. So where we had a colloidal gold, so which reduces our which makes a person to look young, anti-aging properties. So that can be imparted by the colloidal gold. So nanomaterials not only in the cosmetics, we are also using in the paints. So the nano paint is a coating that can modify the properties of the surface or substance according to user defined parameters. So we want a user. So because customer is our, we want to satisfy the customer. So user defined parameters. When we want to have a paint for our home, we require it should be a water repellent, antimicrobial, scratch resistance, all the things we require. So all these properties can be imparted by the nanomaterials. That is water, dirt repellent, that is easy to clean, UV protection, antimicrobial resistance, scratch resistance, extending the paint's lifespan. Similar titanium dioxide, silicon dioxide, all the nanoparticles that are mainly used in the paints. Nanotextile. The properties imparted to textile using nanotechnology include water repellence, soil resistance, wrinkle resistance, antibacterial, anti-static, and UV protection, flame retardation, improvement of dye ability, self-cleaning fabrics, and so on. So we are nowadays we face very much problem. Once we want to buy a washing machine, we are asking the people whether it's working under nanotechnology or not. So when we had a nanotextiles, similarly in the nanotextile material itself, we can make it as a wrinkle resistant, anti-static properties, all those things by using a nanomaterials. So let us see how the some of the nanomaterials textiles are being imparting the properties. So once we have the properties like electroconductive anti-static property, that is imparted by carbon black, carbon nanotubes. Similarly, increased durability, silicon dioxide, zinc oxide, etc. Antimicrobial property, the silver cytosen and silicon dioxide. So the silver is known for its antimicrobial activity effectively, but it is used as a nanoparticle, then the effect is still more competent. Self-cleaning, dirt and water repellent, the titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, carbon nanotube, silicon dioxide, titanium dioxide, etc. Moisture absorbent titanium dioxide is used as a nanomaterial. For improved dyeability, carbon black, nanoporous, etc. has been used. Nanoparticles, how they are working on the fabric. So the nanoparticles are attached to the clothing fiber. So the particles we are using, so we are having a surface coating. So you might have seen some of the dhoti advertisement, they are having a nano coated fabrics where it is strain free, all those things they are telling. That is nano coating fabrics. Nanoparticles are attached to the clothing fibers. So the chemicals that are resist to oil or dirt are bonded with the nanoparticles. So that is bonded to the nanoparticles. The nanoparticles and chemicals form a protective covering on the fabric and repel dirt and oil. So they are going to repel the dirt and oil. So automatically we are having a stain-free fabric. That is using nanoparticles. So the world is in our hand. So once we have a mobile, So the globe became a village. So it is in our house. So we are able to see all the informations through our mobile. Similarly, you make a nano electronics that made our life very, very portable. So it's very small. Nanoelectronics refers to the use of nanotechnology in electronic components. The nanotechnology electronics offers faster, smaller, and portable systems. So, nanoelectronics increases the capabilities of electronic devices, enhances the density of memory chips, and reduces the power consumption and the size of the transistors used in the integrated circuits. So during this pandemic period, as a faculty members, we have seen the technology improvement. So once we talk about Google Meet, Zoom, all those things, we have feel that it's very wonder. But nowadays, what happened is by the nano electronics, all this we are doing it in our home very easily. So it decreases the size. So the size of the mobile laptop is in our hands. Nanotech metallurgy. Nanotech metallurgy is an emerging interdisciplinary domain for materials science and engineering. So nanotech. So showed you the Tipu Sultan's sword. So which has the carbon nanotube as a nanomaterial. Similarly, we have a metallurgical technique in metallurgy. We are using so many utensils, surgical instruments, which can be used of nanomaterial, which can impart some special properties. So, which can increase the tensile strength, creeping rate, all those things can be improved by using a nanomaterials. Nanorobots or nanobots in medicine, they are having the very important applications. So the elimination of bacterial infections in a patient within a minute, that is also possible. Instead of using treatment with antibiotics over a period of weeks, once we intake antibiotics, the antibiotics will have side effects. So and we have to take another tablets for reducing the side effect of the antibiotics, all those things, and it will take time also. But once we are using the nanomaterials or nanobots, then it eliminates the bacterial infections within a minute, the particular within minutes. The ability to perform surgical at the cellular level, removing individual diseased cells, and even repairing defective portion of individual cells. Significant lengthening of human lifespan. So what we are searching for is we want to increase the lifespan of the human being. So that we are can able to do by repairing at cellular level in the man to decrease the age or to increase the lifespan of the human being. Nanobots in medicines, we are using in drug delivery. In surgery, we are using nanobots. Diagnosis and testing in gene therapy, cancer detection and treatment, diabetes, breaking up of kidney stones, breaking of blood clots, parasite removal. In all the fields, we are going to have the nanobots, which plays a vital role. So we can able to complete the operation in the morning and took permission for 1 hour to the office, and we can go to the office. That type of surgery can be done in future nanobots. So once we are talking about all the applications, definitely we are talking all about the very good things about nano. So when you think about the angel, definitely the devil is also there. We have some defects on the nano also, the other side of the nano. The nanoscale particles and fibers are major focus of nanotechnology and research and development because they can produce enhanced or unique useful effects as a result of their size. For the same reason, however, they can also produce enhanced or unique toxic effects. Whenever we are talking about the size is very small, so they have unique effect, they are very, very specific in their actions, all those things we keep on telling. The same way, due to the decrease in the size, they are unique in effect, they may have unique toxic effect too. They can enter into the body, especially by inhalation itself, and some nanoparticles can enter into the bloodstream, and some of these can penetrate organs and cells throughout the body. Like chemical substances, some nanoparticles have toxic effects and some bioaccumulate, while others are non toxic or quickly metabolized or excreted And these behaviors can depend on multiple physical and chemical conditions. So once we talk about the nanomaterials plus points, we do have in all the fields we have nanoparticles. In my house, I have a nano paints. I'm using a nanotechnology machine. I'm using in everywhere. I'm having a nanomaterial, but how it will affect in the future generation. So that we have to do. So once we are doing research on the nano, we have to take a special interest on how the sustainability have to be checked. So with respect to the environmental behavior of the nanomaterials, their impacts on human and the environment and the sustainability ought to be checked. That is most important. So whenever we do research, because we are doing in a micro scale, then we feel that it is enough we are doing in a micro scale that will not affect the environment. So that is not so. So we have to check the sustainability of the particular nanomaterial. So it is required to develop and adapt suitable standardized measuring, testing and analytical methods for measuring and exposure to nanomaterials in various environmental compartments. So whatever it may be a water pollution, soil, air. So I'm using in a cosmetic, I'm using as a soap, nanomaterials in the soap. I'm using nanomaterials in the detergents. When we are talking about the detergents, it's a nano incorporated nanoparticles active in the detergents they are telling. So I'm using it. When it is mixed with water and it's going to the soil, it's going to affect the soil pollution. So we have to check whether what are the exposure of nanomaterials to the various environmental compartments. Develop and adapt test guidelines that ensure the comparability of the research findings on the environmental impact and behavior of nanomaterials. So we have to ensure whether the research findings on the environmental impact, how it affects the environment and behavior of the nanomaterials in the environment, we have to check. We have to adapt the test guidelines. Develop methods to detect the release of nanomaterials during the use and disposal from industries containing nanomaterials across their life cycle. So once we are using it in the industry, that is for commercial purpose, the nanomaterial, we have to check whether the nanomaterial that has been released from the industry, that is in the life cycle, it is mixed with the water or it is mixed in the soil, whether it's mixed in the air, what happens. We have to detect the develop the methods. We have to study about what is happening, what are the side effects, everything. Individual case studies of nanomaterials across their life cycles. Similarly, it is not only the particular place or particular group of people, we have to go for the individual case studies also. Determine their stability and their environmental fate after discharge or abrasion and contact of humans with nanomaterials. So we have to find out whether the nanomaterials are stable when we are discharging into the environment, and it is abrasion resistance or discharge or abrasion, which when it is contact with the human being, what happens, whether it affects the human being or not. Exposure rate has to be estimated. This individual analysis should also include a comparison with alternative non-nanoscale substances with similar functionality. That's what, for example, I am using a nano titania in a particular industry. So we have to check whether the nano titania is having the effect on the environment like this. So we have to go for a non-nanoscale substances also, the same functionality. The study of bioavailability and toxicity of such materials that are used in the industry. So whether we have the nanomaterials, whether it's toxic in nature, what is the whether it is available in the industry, whether how far it is discharged into the environment, bioavailability, all these things we have to check. Perform life cycle assessment and advantages of textile products treated with nanomaterials compared to conventional products, including the impact on human being, health and environment across the product life cycle. So once we are using, we have to go through, we have to go for the through cycle. So instead of only creating and we are manufactured a nanomaterial, we have applied, we are using in the particular product, and after that the work is over. We cannot leave it as such. We have to check the health and environment, human health and environment, how it affects all those things. The after effects has to be, or consequences has to be checked. There is a little knowledge about the behavior and release of nanomaterials and their impact on the process that takes place. Optionally, develop concepts for proper disposal. So definitely we are having, once we are doing a research, we are stopping with the whatever we are doing, the completing the research, and we are applying to the commercial purpose, whatever it is, we are getting the patent, all this things, it's over. But we have to see that how it affects the environment, what is the after effects of that particular material. So the development, we have to develop the concept for proper disposal of the nanomaterials. So to conclude with, the nanomaterials are like double-edged sword. Our research on nanomaterials should be earth-centric and not it should not be human-centric. We have to hand over a safe and sustainable life to next generation. If you are able to do quality research in a novel way, then our project definitely turn into a patent. So I think that is going to be the tomorrow's title. So if you want to turn a project into a patent, definitely we have to do a quality research. That quality research should not be affect our environment, should be a sustainable research we have to do. So I would like to thank the principal, Queen Mary's College, for her continuous encouragement. I would like to thank management, principal, faculty of Dr.M.G.R deemed to be university for giving this opportunity to share my knowledge. I would like to thank Dr. J. Santan Lakshmi, my research supervisor, and all my professors for their valuable guidance. I would like to thank Chemistry HOD Dr. G. Jayanti for her constant support, and also I would like to thank our digital technology, so where we are able to compile all the details from the digital media, and I'm able to submit to you to a pleasant manner. Time for questions. Any questions?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable inputs.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, questions are there. Few questions are there. From the participant side, one participant asked about what is the job opportunity in the field of nanotechnology?
Yes. So once we talk about the job opportunity, so if it is in the whatever the subjects they are studying, in that they are going to do the nano research. So if they are doing chemistry, means they can do synthesis of nanomaterials. They can synthesize the any preparation of nanomaterials, all those things, or they can apply. So it may be in a sewage treatment process. That is what I told you. That in cosmetics, we are using nanomaterials everywhere. So wherever we are able to use this materials, we can go for the job. Other type of job opportunities are available.
Okay, ma'am. Based on the application of the material, they can get the
Yes.
job in that particular
Yeah.
discipline. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Then many questions came for the participant side is regarding the journal, ma'am. What is the best journal for the publication of nanotechnology related work, ma'am?
Best journal.
Yes, ma'am.
Nano science and nanotechnology. Can you?
Nanoscience and
Refer.
nanotechnology. Okay, can be preferred. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And is there any specific journal for the publication of the nanomaterials for dye removal, ma'am?
No, it's not like that.
Okay. Generally,
Yeah.
material chemistry journals and the nano related nano work can be published in nano journals, right?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Then
Is there any?
one more questions, ma'am. One more question from our participant. Shall I ask, ma'am?
Yeah. Yes.
Can nanorobots decrease the importance of human resource in the field of medical?
No, we cannot say like that. Whenever you are having any machines are coming to in the place, we cannot replace human beings' intelligence, isn't it? So these are made only by us. So when
Okay.
we have, it will not replace. According to my personal view, is the nanorobots cannot replace humans'
Yes, ma'am.
resource.
Yes, ma'am. Surely human resource should be there to monitor that robot also, right, ma'am?
Yes, we are
Okay.
seeing this in the 2 years of pandemic period, isn't it? So the
Yes, ma'am.
students are willing to come to college after 2 years very willingly, after because they are unable to, because human resource very important. Doctors or teachers, they are dealing with the feelings of the people. It's not only the robots cannot replace our role.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable inputs. Um, Ma'am, thank you for your acceptance, ma'am. And
Thank you, ma'am.
please accept our appreciation letter as a token of love and gratitude, ma'am. Please accept
Thank
it,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
We will send this appreciation letter to your email ID, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your acceptance and for your inputs, ma'am. I hope this webinar fulfill our first day FDP. Now, I call upon Dr. R. Nitya, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, to propose a vote of thanks. Welcome, ma'am.
Good afternoon all. I am Dr. R. Nitya, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry. Take this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing team. My heartfelt gratitude to our founder, Chancellor, Through A.C. Shanmugam, Honorable President, Engineer A.C.S. Arun Kumar, Vice Chancellor, Dr. S. Geeta Lakshmi, registrars and joint registrars who encouraged us and motivated us to organize this program. I also thank our Dean Academics, Dr. A.R. Arunachala, and Dean Administration, Mr. K. Sendil Kumar, who always supported us for the success of our campus activities. I also thank Dean Chemistry, Dr. P. Udayakala, and Head of the Department of Chemistry, Dr. S. Valiammai, for their continuous encouragement and support. On behalf of our university, our special and heartfelt thanks to our today's speaker, Dr. R. Komalavalli, Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry, Queen Mary's College, Chennai, who delivered her speech in a well explained and interesting manner. Thank you, ma'am. I extend my sincere thanks to all the participants for spending your valuable time. I would also like to thank my dear colleagues, Dr. L. Ramapriya, Mrs. M. Sashikala, Dr. K. Deepa, who are in the studio for their very good coordination. I would also thank Mr. Ganesh Babu, System Admin, for his technical support. Once again, I would like to thank all the participants for making this event a grand success. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, feedback link is available in the chat box. You can fill the feedback link to get the e-certificate. You will receive the e-certificate within 3 working days. Each day we are sending the feedback link. Okay, so I am requesting all the participants to fill the feedback link in each day. Okay. Dear participants, please all of you connect with us at the same time, 2 p.m. tomorrow for the second day of faculty development program on challenges towards global competence in the same YouTube channel. Thank you all for your valuable time with us. Stay connected with us by subscribing MGR Phase II Digital Library YouTube channel and also request to follow our Facebook, Twitter, Insta IDs. Thank you all for your participation. Stay connected with us.